Hello guys, today in this video we will study about the poem The Sea and the Skylark composed by G.M. Hopkins. But before starting this poem, we will know about G.M. Hopkins. So guys, G.M. Hopkins is a Victorian poet only by birth. Born in the mid 19th century, his childhood was shaped by events of the Victorian society rather than the pre Victorian, as had been the case with Tennyson, Browning, and Arnold. Hopkins, moreover, wrote against the current. He also did not publish during his lifetime. His poems were published in 1918, almost 30 years after his death. Hopkins' poetry belongs to modernism in more than one way. It belongs to modernism on the basis of its subject matter, its use of language, and the experimentation in rhythm and syntax. The individualism of Hopkins' verse is an objective individualism, if one may coin the phrase, for it is very different from the subjective emotionalism of the romantics. It anticipates the Eliotine poet theory of impersonality. There is a questioning of the relationship of God to man and to man to nature. This questioning is underlined by doubt and tension, which in turn is expressed in the compressed syntax and the sprung rhythm he evoked to suit his thought. Sprung rhythm did not adhere to any conventional metrical feet. Instead, it allowed the words to create their own rhythm. Very often, he coined new words, used archaic or colloquial expression to meet the requirement. This rhythm permitted him greater flexibility. Okay, so guys, let us start the poem. The first stanza of this poem: on ear and ear, to noises too old to end. Trench right, the tide that ramps against the shore with a flood or a foe. Low lull off or all roar, frequenting there while moon shall veer and wend. So guys, in very first line, here ear and ear means the reference is to both ears of the poet. In second line, trench. Trench means impress themselves. And right means from the right hand. The tide the tide here used to mean the sea wave. Ramps against the shore means breaks against the seashore. In third line, a flood or a fall means the shore is flooded when the wave strikes against it, but then the wave retreats, leaving the shore drenched but not flooded till the next wave comes. Low lull off or all roar means there is a lull or a pause after the wave strikes against the shore and then retreats. But when the next wave comes, there is all roar or a big noise. Fourth line, frequenting there means the sea waves will continue to frequent or visit the shore. Veer means become smaller in size. Wand means grow bigger in size. He mean to say, while moon shall veer and wend, means as long as the waxing and waning of the moon continue to occur. The second stanza, left hand of land, I hear the lark accent. His rash, fresh, rewinded new skin score encrypts a girl of wild winch will and pour, and palt music till none's to spill or nor spent. Uh, Offland means above the earth. Ascend means fly upwards into the sky. In the line 6, ras fresh means excitingly fresh or new. Rewinded means renewed, refreshed. New skin scores means the song of the skylark is like a musical score which is compared to a new skin of wool. Here the poet means that the skylark's song is like a skin of wool which is unwound as he climbs the sky to sing and rewound after the returns to the earth, having finished his song. Next, line 7. In crepes, O girl of wild winch reel means the skylark seems to wield his musical score of the winch of his throat, not in a smooth and even flow, but as it were in crepes curls of melody. Every note of the melody is compared to a lock of flick waving in the air. In the next line 8, and pour and pad music means the skylark pours his music, that is, produces his melody without any effort. And the skylark also pads his music in the sense of making a great effort to produce it without a pause as long as he is in the air. To spill mean to pour, to spend mean to use. Till none's to spill nor spend means the skylark sings till there is no longer any music left with him to pour out or produce. Next stanza, how these to shame this shallow and frail town, how ring right out or solid turbid time, being pure, we life's pride and cared for crown. In the line 9, this shallow and frail town means the town of Rael, where this poem was written, is thus described. Shallow and frail are terms of disfragment of the town or urban life, or as contrasted with the life of nature represented by the sea and the skylark. How these two shame means the sea and the skylark put to shame this town and its meaninglessness, unworthy life which has no vitality in it. In other words, modern urban life is something of which people should feel ashamed by comparison with the vigorous life of nature. Next, how ring right out our sordid turbid time or being pure means the meaning here is these two are pure means two here two means the sea and the skylark. The two are pure and they effectively ring out our urban habitations which are ugly and muddy. Ring, ring, ring right out means effectively or fully demolish or Supersede, right, is here used to lend emphasis, ring out in the sense of overthrow. The idea is that the pure and elemental sounds of the sea and the skylark singing expose, by contrast, the town which is ugly and degrading. Line number 11. We life's pride and care for crown means we human beings are the pride of creation and we are the crown or topmost beings in the world. Care for in the sense of being looked after by God, that is, God cares for us. But we have not learned how to make our lives worth living or valuable. The last stanza of this poem have lost that cheer and charm of earth's past prime. Our make and making break are breaking down to man's last dust, drained fast towards man's first slime. Have lost mean that is, we have lost. Earth's past prime means the early youth of the earth or of mankind, which has now passed. Have lost to prime means we have lost the joy and the glory of the morning of the human race. The time of joy and jest is gone because of our sinfulness and the selfishness of our industrial civilization. Our make and making break are breaking. The syntax here is not clear, nor is it quite clear what is meant by our make and making. The meaning seems to be that our nature and natural inclinations are in process of decay and dissolution. We have here a comment on the destructiveness of industrial materialism, which is smearing the earth with ugliness and degrading the workers. The energy of God, which tends always to create beauty, is being defeated by man. Line number 14. To man's last dust, to man's eventual death, when we will return to the dust of which he is made. Drain fast mean losing or constructive energy rapidly. Man's first slime mean the original state of slime from which man emerged. Down to man's first slime, the full meaning of this line is man is deteriorating rapidly. He is moving fast to his doom when he will die and mingle with the dust of which he is made. He is quickly returning to